Hello, hey Guntrim, how are you doing? Door open, 2 seconds. Left over a bit just in case the cats want to come say hi at some point. You're more than welcome to do so. Thanks for me. Let's get this camera set up. There we go, bang on. We've got the blood angles. Made you jump. Howdy how!
Release the
What's
crab!
happening? Hey, Wasp, thank you so much jumping straight in there with a flipping 16-month resub. Thanks, mate. Hope you're doing well. I think I missed you last week. How's life? How's tricks? What's happening in Wasp Town? Today we are live on YouTube and on Twitch. I'm going to do my best to respond to both chats. This is the first let me snap my glove. Very good, very good. Good start. Yeah, this is the first multi-stream that I have done. Before I've done things separately, but since Twitch has changed its rules, I have resubscribed to Streamlabs Pro thing, so I can do multi-stream. So let's do this. Welcome in everybody who's joining us on both channels. If you are a awesome legend, you can have both open on both of your tabs. If you're an absolute mad one. Streamed on Friday, but the other half and I made plans. No worries, mate. It's all good. There we go. Okay, there is actually a way of looking at both the chats, so that's cool. Cool. Awesome. We're good to go. Let's do this. So, today I'm painting up some blood angles. I was going to do some more work on the Star Wars stuff, but I've kind of decided I just want to do something chill today, and these guys also need finishing off before the end of the month, so we got to get cracking, basically, chat. We're just going to start off. I need to paint some black, and I'm going to highlight all the black, and we're good to go. So where I'm up to with the majority of them is this 10-man tac squad. I've left one of them black because I do it completely separately. Allowing streamers and multi-streamers are the best decisions Twitch is. Hell yeah to that, mate. Because like Twitch is great. We all like Twitch. YouTube is also great, and the stuff for Twitch stays up for longer. Stuff for YouTube stays up. Which is very, very, very important. And the only thing I'm not too sure on is bots, so I may just have to like turn my bots off. Which I'll just double check. I don't think you're allowed to link away from Twitch, so for now I think I'll turn off those links for chat, just in case. I think that's pretty much everything there. There we go. And that one. Okay. So if you want any specific links to stuff, I'll have to put it into the description things. There you go, like the Wasp one for YouTube there. I don't know if we're actually allowed to do that, but there you go. I've turned all those off now, Wasp. We'll have to do some amendments or something and adjust a couple of them to just do different things, I think. For like pop-ups and stuff like that. That's all good. Sound quality okay. I've just got the main disadvantage for me of doing this multi-stream is music. So I'm using Streamlabs and Stream Beats by Harris Heller at the minute, which is a completely free piece of kit. So we'll have to use free music. And you know me, I do like my my dancier stuff sometimes, my drum and bass. So I'm gonna have to look around and try and find some free drum and bass music for us all to enjoy. That's what you do. What do I do with yourself? Just generally be awesome, I think. What on earth? Esmeralda's just raided us. What? That's what you get. Oh, hello. Oh, what a pleasant surprise. How are you? How on earth are you guys? Flippin' heck. Esme, how on earth are you? How is everybody in chat? Merlin, how are you doing, man? I've just seen that you've started painting again. Kraken. Oh, coming in with a Starchan, coming in with the follow. I bring the smut. Oh no, what have you been up to today, chat? What have you been up to? Have you been being a bit boisterous in the Esmeralda stream today? What's going on? Don't even ask, okay? Okay, so it's been a bit of a fun stream for you then, I take it. I don't want to be corrupted. I'm one of the Emperor's purists. And I'm actually painting some Space Marines today, as luck would have it. I was going to paint some Shatterpoint today, and I may even pick up some Shatterpoint as well to paint, because they have got a couple more models left now to finish off for that sort of team. We've got the General Grievous squad to finish off. But I just fancy just some chilled out vibes today, really. Just getting on with a little bit of blood angles. We all love a little bit of blood angles. You're currently drilling and magnetizing the dwarves. Very nice. Merlin's... Which dwarves? Are these your 12 mil dwarves that you were doing? The Warhammer Fantasy dwarves? Welcome in. Gus is here as well. Awesome. Hi Gus, how you doing, bruv? There were many male chickens. Oh no. Gus, welcome back to the streams as well. I've seen that you've been doing some more streaming. Awesome sauce. Good to have you back, mate. Hopefully you're feeling better. What? Starchon throwing in 4,000 bitties. You absolute legend. Blood angles are what would have happened to the Emperor's children if they hadn't got addicted to porn. That's very true. Hey, thank you so much. That's such a nice little gesture. Like, oh my god. Esme, Gus, Merlin, Starchon, everybody who's joined us in chat, like, just made my day. I've like had a bit of a weird day today because last night our boiler broke, so we were a bit like, okay, because two things. I've started renovating my shower, so I'm renovating my bathroom, so the ensuite bathroom where the power shower is completely out of action. And then last night the boiler broke, so I literally have no hot water in the house. So I'm like, after the stream, I'm literally going over to my mum's to have a shower. But I've managed to call somebody today, so you guys have already made it up to me. Like, amazing, so nice of you. Oh, big love to you all. Guys, it is Whip Wednesday. I always do a little Whip Wednesday showcase, so if you want to whip out any of your whips, take up a little snapshot, little picture of anything that you've been working on and pop it in the Discord, then please do so. Let's have a little look together. We can all see what you've been doing. Esme, what were you working on today's stream? Love to see some more stuff from you. Gus, what were you working on? And obviously Merlin's working on some dwarves currently, so I'd love to see some of that. Some of that action. I have so many whips, my god. He's got too much to whip out today. By Jove. Well, this is my whip currently. These blood angles are my whip. And where there's a whip, there's a way, as we say on this stream. We can get this going. Take a pic if you can find your phone. Whoa. Is it like, my desk is immensely messy, but I kind of know where everything is. I don't know if anybody else is like this, but I just I work in mess. I can survive in mess. And there's like just paint everywhere. Where there's a whip, there's a way. From the original cartoon version of The Lord of the Rings, if anybody recalls that amazing song. I think it was the Beatles that did the voice acting for that for that film. Absolutely incredible little piece of old school cinema. It fell off the desk-a-roo. I have a very naughty habit of starting new projects when I'm halfway through others, mate. You one of these? It's like, oh, piece of candy, and getting all the shinies, chasing the shinies down. All right, I can see some. Oh, I can see some whips are starting to pop in. We've got one from Gus. We've got one from Vite. We've got one from Mini Matties. We've got one from Silver Moon Light. Anybody else want to? I'll give you guys like 5-10 more minutes just to get your whips into chat. That includes you YouTube peeps. If you want to join us and join in, you're more than welcome to do so. Guys, we're actually streaming on YouTube and on Twitch today for the first time. I've done a thing. I've paid the man some money. And we've got both Streamlabs, using Streamlabs to fire up Twitch and YouTube due to the awesome changes in the terms and conditions that Twitch has done, which was a fantastic move from them. Just allows us to meet more people really and grow the community, which is all good. Which I'm hoping a lot more Twitch streamers will start up. I'm hoping more YouTubers will start on Twitch. Just keep growing our community. That would be fan-dabby-dozy. Yes, Merlin's just got one in. Yeah, I can see that, mate. Well done. I can see some like double bases that you've got going on. You're like propping them up. What's going on? What's with that? Are you trying to make your dwarves look taller? Oh, you can. Oh, right. Okay. Yeah. Because it's on a 32 mil. I'm with you. Cheeky. That's very smart, my dude. You're future-proofing is what you're doing. Excellent. That's some smart top-tier plays there from Merlin. I have already started my Tomb Kings, but to be honest, I'm not that bothered by Age of Sigmar. I do have an Ideneth Deepkin Force for Age of Sigmar, and I've got my Corn Demons. All of my Corn Demons are on the round bases currently, and I'm kind of thinking like what to do. Should I rebase them? But I have seen that they are doing like where you can get like these like movement tray like template things, so they can like slot the round bases into the movement trays, which is super duper duper because that just saves a lot of effort. Like I'll print some of those off and just whack them in there and bish bash bosh. Bob's your uncle. We're in business. That black is going on so smooth, mate. This is where's it gone now? This is my favourite black. This is Vallejo's Mecha colour. It's a really, really nice black. It has very good coverage. It does go matte. Generally, I only need to put one coat down, but I have watered this down a wee little bit, just so that we have a little bit more flow. But I'd recommend this black. I do have a lot of Abaddon black and some other different ranges, but I always sort of gravitate towards this, and also the polyurethane primer. If anybody's familiar with Vallejo's polyurethane primer black, it's basically like just a big bottle of black primer. I really like that just because it's really good for coverage, but I prime a lot of miniatures using my airbrush. So if I don't have any particular primer for whatever I'm working on, I generally just use that because it's cheap and it's pretty damn good. I like using Vallejo primers. There you go, mate. Yeah, and it's got great coverage, right? So the only problem is it does go on a little bit thick, so I think thinning down the polyurethane one is a good move, especially if you're going to put it through an airbrush. Yeah, it's all good. I was like umming and ahhing whether to add extra black to this tank, but I thought I really like having like black or another colour in these little recessed areas on the Rhinos. Just think it adds like an extra sort of angle to them, gives a bit more interest. And we're going to be doing some cool transfers as well. I think I've been given one of the nice transfer sets by my mate who I'm painting this up for. He's a big Blood Angels fan, so I think he's got all of the fancy transfers to me. I think I'm going to put like one of those really cool like gold designs on the top of this as well. Piggers and whips. Oh, ooh, nice. Okay, let's go. Right, I think it's time that we jumped into the whips chat. So we're going to do that now. I'm just going to grab Discord. Boom. There we go. Right, let's start bottom up. Let's look at Esme's work that she's been on there. So I'll just move this. I'm going to move this around. There we go. You can see everything. So these are Bushido miniatures. I think these are Bushido miniatures. They are really nice. I really like the colour combination I'm going for. You've got my favourite colour purple in there. You've got a nice like orangey sort of red tone. Reds, yellows, browns. And that lovely blue as well. This is the 2-player starter. Okay. I've heard that this 2-player starter is like loads and loads of like mercs, like mercenaries, so you can actually use everything from that box in every single faction that you might own. Is that the one that I'm thinking of, or have I made a mistake there? But either way, these look top tier. Really, really nice models. You love your Bushido at the minute. I'm hoping to start working on some of my Bushido soon as well. I've just been completely slammed with everything at the minute. They are all Ronin. There's a couple I can use in the template. Okay, so they're all Ronin, but they can all be used in different ways. If that makes sense. But not every one of the Ronin can be used in every single faction. Either way, really cool. Love these models. Particularly loving this blue robe that you've got everybody. Mainly bought it as a demo set. So you can corrupt more youngsters into playing Bushido. All good. This is the dwarves. So this is what Merlin's been up to. So he's got a original Blood Angels sergeant, was it? I remember seeing your Instagram post yesterday, but I can't remember exactly the details. He's got the hero base here. This is the hero basing pack that Games Workshop did ages ago. With this old school metal miniature mounted. Very nice. Lots of conversion parts going down on this bad boy. Taking it to the meeting up in Brum on Saturday. Nice, Esme. Very nice. Oh, mate, I need to pay attention to when some of these meetups are happening. I think I'm out drinking with some mates on this weekend, but would have been nice to come and see you all. I'm excited to see what you do with all this, Merlin. I'm a big fan of Warhammer Fantasy myself. I'm literally surrounded by Tomb Kings at the minute, which is like my personal project. Ooh, what's this? Silver Moonlight has been working on another diorama. Jimmy and Princess has organised one. You and Mike Moans are just gate crashing. Nice. Well, you get some Bushido games in while you're there. Very, very nice. This is looking really cool, Silver Moonlight. I love how much you've put into this base. There's like so much detail, like so many cool looking, natural looking foliages, loads of tufts. Like if you look at the texture that you've got going on the top of that, it looks really cool. And then we've got our old boy Scarbrand looking handsome. Threw in a couple of pickies for you. Thank you, Gunshrimp. Oh wow, okay, so this is going to be Killer Khan versus Scarbrand on this bad boy. Awesome sauce. Some lovely weathered looking chipped miniatures. I'm loving that. I love me a little bit of weathering. Oh yes. Scarbrand's looking handsome. It'll be like quite a realistic looking diorama. Oh, we've got some more stuff. So this is a couple of the Gunshrimp whips that you've put up. Awesome. So I have no idea what that is. Like some sort of chibi undead cardinal. Stormcast Eternal Bow Dude. Crimson Fist? No, Ultras. It's got the Ultramarines. I don't know, with the red on it sort of threw me off a little bit. Very cool. I'm liking the colour scheme. Loving this purple Gunshrimp. Particularly, it's more of a magenta highlighted into a purple. Very tasty. And look at this like white trim that you've added to the Ultra as well. You're gonna have to dirty that up, mate. them shoes aren't staying white for long if he's treading on the foes of the Emperor. You're going to have to tell us where this is from as well. Lots of peeps gate crashing. Green is based off Sonic the Hedgehog. Ah, right, okay. Oh, nice. The other two are for me. Oh, that's cute, man. That's awesome. If Gus the Hut's in chat still, hope you're well, dude. And this is the awesome Catachan chap. So he's been painting up some Catachans. It's nice to see you not paint Chaos. Every time I've jumped into your stream, you're like painting Chaos or Necromunda. So it's nice to see you do some Catachans. Very nice, mate. Very, very nice. He's looking banging. Very cool. We've got a little bit of, what would you call it? Camouflage, camo DPM, disruptive pattern material going on the trousers. Are we adding a bit of DPM to these girls and boys, or are we just going to keep it? I don't know if I think there might be some DPM on that jacket as well. There for Necromunda. Okay. Mate, I have to get into Necromunda at some point. Everybody's been going mad about Necromunda. But it's just another one of those things that's on the list, right? Oh man, this is so cool. Vite posted this, I think yesterday. Yeah, yesterday. Absolutely awesome. I'm really enjoying what he's doing here. So he's basically just been having a bit of a play, a bit of an experiment, and hats off to him. He's having a lot of fun, and he's trying his luck and trying some different techniques out. He's gone for that cool, like dark to light sort of contrast. So there's a light source here in front of him, and it's nighttime behind him. And he's just executed that really nicely. It looks really good. I want to see, just, you know, you could expand on this further and just sort of highlighting and shining up some of these bits as well, just to make them reflect a little bit more, just adding a little bit more contrast to it. But I think it's really cool, man. You should be really pleased with yourself. Yeah, refining it a bit later. I have to say, once that's been refined, that's probably going to be one of your best pieces. It looks so cool. This is the Mini Matties, where he's up to with the lion. So far, absolutely loving it. I'm loving this like variant of the green. Esme, I think you'd appreciate this. Check this out, if you're still here with us. Just this sort of darkish blue purple in the recesses, pushing all the way to almost a yellowy green. It's a really nice, when your eyes look at it, it looks like a turquoisey blue all the way into that yellowy green. I'm loving that. I think you'd enjoy painting this style of armor as well. It's not really something you'd come across very often, is it? It's like, it's a Dark Angels color. But this is definitely not the normal Dark Angels color scheme, but it's like tipping the hat to the Dark Angels as well, you know? But this is really cool. I really like that. I can't wait to see how much more he gets done on it as well. This is King Nappa's Lord Discordant, and as always with all of King Nappa's miniatures, he absolutely goes mad on the bases. Just adds so much detail and terrain to them, and it's looking really cool. He's got his Alpha Legion color scheme rocking as well. Nice like contrast between the dark blues and browns at the base and the nice shiny silvers and pinks and blues of that Alpha Legion. A nice contrast there, dude. We covered these last week, but Raven Delve Tactics, hopefully he's okay. Hopefully he's cracking on and making some more progress. He always likes doing this really nice like purple to blue sort of for all of his metals and stuff like this. I really like the paints and the tones he uses. They seem quite pastel in the colours. Really, really tasty. Hey Julian, how you doing, bruv? You got any group gaming streams upcoming planned? I'm off work for a week and have no plans. All right, mate. We can do. Honestly, mate, if you install Darktide, I would literally play that in a heartbeat. I'm also down for Vermintide, whatever. Yeah, we could arrange something. Yeah, in the minute, most of my evenings are just sort of renovating the house, or just passing out really tired. So I'm playing Darktide on Xbox Game Pass, but it's through my PC, right? so I can play with people on Steam, Xbox, whatever. It's so good right now. Like, I have to say, chat, like, as soon as they've updated Darktide, and they've made it so much better, right? They've given every single class like unique skill trees. So each of the classes has got 3 different skill trees, but you can sort of jump between each one and fully customize. Like, I just made a build last night, which is like the veteran, with a couple of points in the right hand path to get some more grenades. So it's like going for like a grenade specialist sort of build. You can do all sorts of funky things with it now. And they've added some more missions. Afternoon, Mini Matties, how you doing, brother? I'm going to do a big shout out for Mini Matties in a sec. They've just added this new map to Darktide, where it's basically, they've taken Victorian England mixed with Necromunda Hive with like a little bit of a carnival, because there's a Colosseum at the end. It's really cool. Like, it's a really, really cool map. It's hard as well. Like, it is a tough one. I would think the difficulty spike they've now added. So you've got like ratings of missions from 1 through to 5, and most of the time people play it 2. That's like an easy one. 3 is where it starts to get hard, and it's a big jump. It's a really good jump. There's a lot more elite enemies. You need to do teamwork. You actually need to do teamwork. Like, it's good. It's really, really good. So totally up for playing that, my dude. What I'll do is I'll put a shout out, and we can probably just like bring different people in to play as well. If we did like a streamed game with a couple of streamers. So I'm sure Merlin's up for it if he's got Darktide installed. I'll see if Brand's free as well. Esme, if you're on Darktide, just give us a shout. We can work some things together. It'd probably be an evening job if we did do that. I haven't uninstalled it. Awesome, there you go. Merlin does still have Darktide. Awesome sauce. Beer about works, calling for Mini Matties. No worries. I want to give a big shout out to Mini Matties, so we'll just wait until he gets back. Thank you, Was, for doing a little shout out for them in the chat as well. Honestly, guys, if you're not already following all these people, you need to do a big follow. We're a big advocate of sharing the hobby love. So I want you all to give Gus the a follow, Esmeralda a follow, Merlin Models a follow, Mini Matties a follow, anybody, any other streamers in chat, just holler. Let's get some love for you in the chat. Let's get some follows out. I'm sure you already are all following all these people because they're all wonderful. They tend to stream around like Gus sort of streams generally around 12ish into the afternoon. Tuesdays, I think you do Wednesdays as well. Esme seems to do Wednesdays, Thursdays, Fridays. I don't know if that's changed, but you tend to do like earlier mornings now. And Merlin does one a week, so I don't know if you're going to get back into that, Merlin, soon. It'd be good to have you back if you're not already doing it back. Did I follow you, Julian? I'm not a streamer. Follow Julian, yeah. Welcome in, Julian. Julian's an absolutely incredible painter as well. Just chat. Like, if you want to see some beautiful work on Instagram, go and check him out. I'm sure he'll grace us with a whip, because it is Whip Wednesday, sir. And I've not seen a whip yet from you. Have you been working on anything new, dude? What's going on? What's going on? I think you were on stream, though, recently. I'm sure I saw a post or a story showing that you were guesting on somebody else's, something like that. Usually Tuesdays, Fridays, occasional cheeky little Wednesday from Gus. Would you consider 1:30 till 7:30 in early morning? Yes, I would. Mate, I am not even compos mentis at that time. Not even going to happen. Not even going to happen. Merlin says he's going to be back in December. Awesome sauce. We all look forward to having you back, brother. I know you've been busy the last few weeks. Which is no worries. We all know how it is. I've had to cancel a couple of my Wednesday streams recently just because life I'm trying to renovate the house. My wife's pregnant. It's all a bit of a mess at the minute. But we're getting there. Like I said, the boiler literally broke last night. So this morning I was like ringing around different companies to try and get a good deal. Hopefully it's not going to cost me a kidney to get a boiler repair. I'll find out though. I may have to sell a testicle. Who knows? I don't usually do, but it's for my beloved city. Sorry, let's catch up. I was on the Iron Warrior cosplay stream that you were. Hopefully I'll be able to bring back Roundtable on Mondays in the new year. Awesome. Yeah, your Roundtable stream was always fun. Got all the community involved. But it's a bit different for now. I'm working on something unusual, and that is a sneaker custom paint. Ooh. I don't usually do that, but it's for my blue sister. Yeah, very cool. It's a custom sneaker. Awesome. I'm sure we'd all love to see that. Whatever design that you're doing. Are you doing like some sort of like freehand thing on it? How's that going to work? Do you have to use like different paints? Because it's like, it's textile, right? Do you have to use like textile paints? Or can you still use like acrylics? Unusual. Has anybody else painted up a shoe? Well, my uncle gave me some shit on Saturday. He was like, "Why haven't you been polishing your shoes, Thomas? You're not looking after your boots, Thomas." What he said. Well, these are like my work boots. Leave me be. Like, he's right. I should buy some shoe polish and look after the leather. Otherwise, they'll get knackered. But like. But you're not my dad. Hello, Gray. How you doing, bro? Beautiful. So a bit of Baker Street for you there. We love it, man. How you doing, bro? What's cracking? How you doing, Gray? Big shout out to Gray as well. We're just waiting on Mini Matties to get back, but I'll start off the party and I'll just start shouting everybody out because basically every single year Mini Matties has been organising a charity stream every Christmas where he does Secret Santas, giveaways, and he does a big charity push, raising some money for a very, very worthy cause. This year, he's got an awesome mixture of different people to get involved. So I think Gray's going to be participating. A bunch of different streamers are going to be participating in like the community. And there's going to be a ton of giveaways. An absolute ton of giveaways. Here he is. There he is. We do love giveaways. Honest to God, like every single day, Mini Matties has been literally putting up a post going, and this person's giving this away. And this person's like, it's relentless, and I'm just like, holy, like, so many awesome people have been gifting stuff, like from the likes of Artist Opus, Conquest, myself, some streamers are giving away like painted miniatures as well. I think Brush Licker's just been announced giving away a painted set of something absolutely fabulous. He needs someone to do the graveyard shift, yeah? You got 14 more lined up, blimey. Cool, blimey, mate. That's incredible. It is actually incredible how many different people that you've managed to get on board with this. Like, you're going to raise a sheer ton of money, and I'm looking forward to it. It's going to be an absolute raid train. It's going to get so much done. Like, I've not done a charity stream so far since that 12-hour. I did a 12-hour... when was it now? God. If anybody in chat remembers that. I think it might have been... I think I might have done it in January this year. But I tried to raise some money for Mind. I think it was this year. Anyway, I did like a 12-hour paint-a-thon and then gave away a couple of bits, but then just gave away a miniature that I'd painted on the stream. It's like the big giveaway, which is really cool, man. Like, I think I raised about 200 and something quid. Like, I'm happy with that, you know? any money raised is good money raised. Okay. Speaking of mind, everybody gets a giveaway. Yeah. Yes, Mind is also the charity that Minimatties has currently chosen for charity this year. And honest to God, it is a really top tier charity that you've chosen. Like, that was like, I think I also recommended Mind just because, like, I've used their services. I know lots of people who have used their services before. They provide, it's a mental health charity for every single person, and it provides like a top tier counselling service, a mental health service for people, no matter like where your background is, how much money you earn. It's all like a subsidised amount, and it's really, really good. They're really, really good. They help train a lot of people as well. So you get a lot of people training to be counsellors through that service. So that's one of the ways that they're able to afford it. And that's good because like you need more people like that in that industry. So it's top tier. Hey A7, how you doing, bruv? Those of you who just joined us as well, we are live on Twitch and YouTube for the first time on a dual stream. So say hi to YouTube and also say hi to Twitch if you're the other way around. Twitch will be up and we're all ready to go. I think there's a lot more things on Twitch that we do, so like all the sound alerts and things like that, they're available on Twitch. But with YouTube, you know, that the video is going to be there forever. So if you ever want to watch it back or anything like that, I think Twitch holds onto a VOD for like 20 days, something like that, and then it's gone. So that's one of the advantages of YouTube as well. Oh my god, Dad, I'm on television. That's a handsome Rhino. Oh, thank you, sir. This is so I'm doing some blood angles. Blood angles tac squad. It's all kit bash from various different bits and bobs. And I'm just adding some different stuff. It's second company. I want to add black to it because I really like the red and black contrast. And some of the squad have like Death Company like shoulder pads. I think one or two of them have got like a Death Company shoulder pad on them. So I don't really know how that works from a lore point of view. Like whether they get they join the Death Company, and if they somehow overcome their lust, because it's like a battle lust, isn't it, that makes them join the Death Company. Kind of like Slayers for dwarves. So if you're familiar with like the old world lore, Slayers, if a dwarf ever breaks oath or commits a heinous act, they can join the Slayers, or they're forced to join the Slayers, but usually they do it out of honor, and it's a way of them regaining their honor. They must die in combat fighting the most deadliest of enemies. And the most famous of Slayers is, of course, Gotrek himself. So I'm not sure if that logic also applies to the Death Company, because I like the Blood Angels, but I'm not like a massive Blood Angels lore buff enemy. I'm a Salamanders collector. I've got Salamanders 30k army, and I tend to, I've actually got quite a lot of stuff for Salamanders for 40k as well. But my other 40k army was the Minotaurs, but I've got rid of it now. So I've just got my Demons of Khorne and these Blood Angels being painted for a client, and then the Salamanders. I do have some Eldar as well, but I think I'm actually just put the Eldar on. Because, I don't know, I'm not really keen on 40k at the minute. I'm a big old world fan at the minute. They do it naked. Yes, they do. They're all absolute monsters, and they do it with a dyed orange mohawk. Pure naked. So anything that they do is just is like they haven't got any armor. They've just got sheer willpower. It's just fun. They're just a fun, like the lore around them is really fun as well. You know, I've started rereading all the Gotrek and Felix books. So I just finished Vampire Hunter. I think it's like number 6 series, which is really, really good. I don't know if you've read any of those books, but they are really, really good. Just because, like, the kind of old world fantasy, it kind of reminds me of like old school, like Dungeons and Dragons, all of that jazz. Getting all of those vibes there. Really, really well written as well. The character Felix Jaeger is really cool. So he's like the guy who basically makes an oath to record Gotrek's deeds and record his passage, which is pretty cool, very noble in itself. And he becomes an esteemed warrior of himself. He ain't just some normal little poetry man. He very, very skilled duelist. Over time becomes a very feared warrior too. But it's been really good. I've really, really enjoyed those books. I've been listening to them on audiobooks, so Audible. Which, as I've just found out, did anybody else know this? Spotify Premium is now offering you Audible. So they've done like a partnership with Audible. So you can now listen to audiobook as part of Spotify's premium program. So I'm actually paying for both services, which is kind of I'm kind of questioning whether I need to do that. But I don't think everything is available. I think they've only got a limited choice. If they've got the entire audiobook library of Audible, definitely cancel my because there's no point. Save me an extra £15 a month, whatever it is. Yeah, it's pretty cool. Skaven Slayer is still my favourite. Yeah, man. Love reading the novel about Gotrek and Felix. So good. They are really good. Like, Chaos Slayer is really good. Vampire Slayer was really good. That's the last one I listened to. And that was kind of like the going to Sylvania. All sorts of shenanigans going on there. Get to see about the vampires and the vampire count. But learn a little bit like the politics behind it all. There's all sorts of shenanigans going on with the vampires, as you can imagine. Let's just double check some of these guys. I think I've missed a few little bits of black on chaps. I just want to make sure everybody's got a nice little base coat before we do some highlights, and then we'll go on and start doing the metallics. Kind of like my approach with a lot of these sort of miniatures, especially when I'm doing like a big squad or something or an army. I tend to do a bit of a batch paint. So with these guys, I did all of the red first, and then I start tidying everything up. I know a lot of people would go and do the black first, then do the armour, but because I like to do a bit of airbrushing, I get the airbrush area done first. Like the majority of this is going to be armour, right? So the majority of it's airbrushed, and that's just how I roll. Demon Slayer is really good as well. Yeah, when they have the airship, when they fly out over the waste. That whole bit was epic. So damn good. Also, chat, for those of you who just joined us, it is Whip Wednesday. I have done a little showcase already, but if anybody else wants to add anything else, we're more than happy to jump back and check it out. Catch up on Sea. I always think Whip Wednesday is just very inspirational, so it always fills me with hobby joy. Makes me want to stuff. Seeing you guys paint makes me want to paint. And sometimes it's just that little nudge of motivation that gets you picking up a brush. That matters. Most of the time, like I kind of just want to play computer games all the time, and I have to struggle with the to do that. So whenever I get any opportunity to paint something, I'll take it. I'm going to act on those impulses, and it's kind of worked with me. Anytime I feel like painting, I'm trying to paint. So far, so good. But like sometimes those urges don't come at all. Oh, I pretty much got everything. I might just add a little bit of black to that little lens thing he's got in his eye. Whip me every day, Daddy. You're up to date with my whip, so nothing to show, but after this week I might have a spicy one. Ooh, I was just talking about your lion because I really like that green that you've gone with. This, like, for those of you who may not have seen it, but Minimackies has been working on a lion miniature recently, and it's so cool. I love the sort of turquoise green up to like a yellowy green done as a transition. It's very striking, very different to your Dark Angel, but it's also like a little bit, you know, like a nod of the hat, tip of the hat to the traditional Dark Angels. I think it looks darker IRL, yeah. Oh, I bet. Like, one thing I really hate, man, is photography. Like, I really struggle with photography. Like, I got like a DSLR camera, and like I'm really struggling to use it most of the time. Kind of, it winds me up. Right, next chat, I think we're going to do some of the metallic, and then once the metallics are down, I think I'll then do the highlights for the black and everything like that, just in case, because the black is so close to the metallics, any of the areas, that I'll kind of go over it. So we need to do gold trim, as lot of maybe some lead belcher and that sort of jazz as well there. But I tend to not use lead belcher at the minute. I'm using the Scale 75 metal alchemy paints. They are really good. That's if I can find them on my desk. That's the that's the main thing. I want some more free music, but I want it to be more drum and bassy. Copyright. Looking at some playlists on Spotify, seeing what's what. This is the Stream Beats by Harris Heller playlist. Bum, 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 bum. So it's blues instead of dark greens for shading. Yeah, about like starts pulling it more turquoise. I think it looks really cool.
New squish.
Whoopsie daisy. Alright, chat, just trying to find something a bit more interesting. Wise. Yeah, I've just seen that the Earthsea, a book of Earthsea, they're all on Spotify Premium. So I'm probably going to give those a listen. Like I listened to the first quite recently. For the first time ever, even though it's like a really old book. It's really good. Really, really enjoyed it. Might try. I've got, I think, access to pretzel rocks. Don't know if that's any good. Streamlabs